this is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. Just not sometimes, be glad in it all the times, because we are still here. We have another opportunity to do things all over again. Like I always say, the things that we didn't get to do today, we can do it tomorrow, or even days ahead of us, we can do those things again. But always give God His glory and His honor and His thanks. Say thanks. Know how to say thanks. We always look at everything that is going on, but we're not saying thanks. We're saying thanks now because we open up our eyes and we're still here, we're still alive. So make sure give God His thanks at all times. So I want to say thank you to my God, the only Father that I know, that who is always being there no matter what, who was there for me before I was living in my mother's womb, who have already set a pathway for me for this life that I am here living, okay? For the life that He put for me from the beginning and the one that He will put for me for the end. I just want to say thank you, Lord. I am grateful. I am grateful for all of the challenges that I am going through, all of the challenges that I will go through, and all of them that I will conquer through you. I just want to say thank you, my Lord. Thank you for entrusting all that you have entrusted on me to be that champion for you. At all times, I will praise you and I will thank you and I will give you all of the glory and all of the honor, because it all belongs to you, not me. But as humans, we only tend to call on God when we're going through things, when we can no longer handle it anymore, or when we're going through a sickness with our family members or our loved ones, whomever it may be. That's when we call on God. No. I want y'all to call on God at all times, especially when things are good, especially get to know Him. Man, as I get to know Him throughout my lifetime, God, you all think I'm funny. He's funny too. He's so amazing. And some of the things what He would do, and some of the setups that He would do in your life, we took right after Him. We didn't get this way on our own. All of our traits, we have plenty traits like God, plenty. Just give Him a chance. You will laugh with Him. You will laugh at a lot of the jokes that are there in the Bible, because so many funny things that are there and you can connect it with life. He has the biggest sense of humor that you would ever know. He has a great sense of humor. Just sit down and reflect on some of those Bible stories and take it and put it in your day, in your time, in your place, in your space, and you will get the connection. Also, always pray for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding so that you can understand some stuff. A lot of things that was told to us many, many years ago by our loved ones, we rejected it and so on. But I could say right now, as an adult, a mother and a grandmother, that I am connecting the dot. Yes, just now. And then I think back and then I laugh and I be like, well, how come I didn't get that then? All of these things, what was said long time ago, I couldn't make the connection. But trust me, as I live, once you live, you're in past nothing. You will make the connection. But first of all, you have to put God first. Put Him first, and then He will open up your eyes to all the different things. I have my dogs. I became a dog person late in my life. I first was a cat person, but now I'm a dog person. And I would watch as a child the dog going inside of the yard, just eating the plants that are in the yards and stuff like that. And then I'd be wondering why the dog like eating grass. But as I get older, I took an interest in just checking up on the different plants that we have growing in our yards and what they are for. Come to find out one of them as I researched them, it was one that is for heartworm. So all along I thought the dog was digging and eating the grass. He was eating a plant that was wrapped around the grass that will help with the heartworm that he will encounter in his life. So God has provided all of us right now with the things that we need to get through in this life. He provided it for the animals and for the plant. He will provide for the animals and the plant. What you think he will do for us? What you think He's doing for us? They trust in Him. Look at all those nice, beautiful rain that came and the flooding that came that watered the earth and that watered the plants, and the different weed that wrap around the grass for the dog to eat. And even the different plants that are in our yards that can heal a lot of these diseases that are going around. They're right here. But because we want such a beautiful yard, we cut away all of the things that God has already put there for us. I see even when I put on an app on my phone to research these different plants, it has where Google wants to find where is your GPS on these plants. Why? Because the scientists are out there and they're looking for these plants too. They want to know where it's being found too, and it's still here in our Bahama land. Some of us, all we want to do is just talk bad about our country, but our country is just so rich, so rich. And I think we have the funniest set of people too. We have beautiful people here in the Bahamas. Just stop and talk and just listen to hear what they have to say. Stop rejecting them and thinking that you're better than them. We're not better than nobody, because once our eyes are closed, we all are going the same place, okay? Either getting cremated or we're going 6 feet. So stop and talk to your neighbors, stop and talk to your loved ones, because you don't know who needs to hear that word, who needs to know that there's somebody that is out there who is listening, and there's somebody that who has went through something and that they're not alone. You know, if we just take the time out for one another and help out one another as best as we can. I know we all are not rich. You don't always have to have money, but an encouraging word would go a long way for persons them who are going through things right now. And as you would walk around your city or walk around your street and walk around the country, man, you'll know that the magic is coming back. I feel the magic is coming back for our same Freeport Grand Bahama, and we have to believe it. Let's stop looking at all of the negative things that are going on and try to pull out all of the positive things, because they are still there. They are still there. It's just that our mindset has left and went out the door, and we connecting ourselves with so much negative person, and all we can see is the bad things. I am not connected with no negative people now in my life. A lot of them has gone away, and I'm not intending or putting myself back in those situations that I may see things even different. No, man, I see the light, and I see the light. The magic is here back in Freeport again, and it's in us, and we all can come together and make this happen. Reach out with one another and make this place greater than it was before. And it starts with bringing back the hospitality. Man, hospitality is still in us. Hi, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you doing? Have an amazing day. Have a blessed day. All of those good, sweet things. Because you don't know a situation where a person walk out their door from, and then when they come outside and then you give them such a greeting, you don't know what that could do, you know? And let's stop being mean to one another. You know, let's lift up one another in our jobs. You know, gas gone up. Some persons in the job may need another $5, $1, or 10 cents to make up a gallon of gas. So let's try to help one another so that we can feel better. We can be better. And once we come together to build this nation and to make this place better than it once was, we leaving something for our children, for the generation to come, so that they can see that there's hope. And that hope starts with us and us believing in ourselves. Also, people, I want you all to know, too close mouths don't get fed. Okay? Pride, throw that pride out the door. Pride kills a nation. If you know you need help, open up your mouth and speak. People can talk about you regardless. You could be the best person, you could be the richest person, you could be the poorest person. People are still gonna talk, so give them something to talk for. Okay, to talk about. If you know you need help with your children, or you know you need help, and there's a neighbor, or there's a friend, or there's a boss, or somebody, okay, when persons ask you, how you doing? Well, Mom, you know I'm not doing well, because right now I don't even have food to feed my kids them this morning, or I don't have no lunch for for school, or I don't have nothing to give my kids for dinner and so forth. I know I was once that person. I would tell persons when I needed help, or I would ask for help. I had no shame. That's how come I made it this far, because when I saw I needed help, I asked for help. Family members didn't like it, but I did. You have a lot of church out there with pantries and so forth. Yes, if you have to attack all of the church, even including your church, then attack all the church. Because I used to attack every last one of them without a pantry. Because if I get something from my pantry today, I know that only can cook one meal for the day. Then I will go and I will attack another church. It doesn't have to be my denominations. Okay? All is churches. All believe in God and all is put there to help. For us to help one another. So I used to go to every last one of them times. I already go to 7 church. That's 7 bags of groceries for 7 days to feed my children. Okay? I didn't have no shame in that. All I know is my children is going to bed with a full belly, and it's not going to always be this way. So the help is so there for us to get, but because we too shame and looking at who is looking at us coming for help and this and that, people gonna look regardless. Because the monies which you have trying to buy food in the expensive food store. Yes, the monies that we can save from any food store that we can't afford to buy the food, you could go to those different places and collect it. Yes, social services may be helping you, but the monies that social service, the $80 social service is giving you, and $20 per child, that won't help. Because if you, for instance, you're a mother with 6 children, they give you $80 for you and $20 for each additional children, that cannot help. They're not looking at your debt ratio. They're not looking at you having a mortgage at least for $1,000 or a light bill for $200, a cable bill, and all those other rest of bill. Time is those bills done there. You're trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, and there's no money to feed your children and so forth. So what else you must do? You'll have someone say, oh, she have that nice job. How come she here by the church begging for food? Yes, you have that nice job, but that nice job is only paying minimum wage and there's not enough money because your debt ratio is too much to be able to feed your family. And by going to those different places and collecting it, at least you'll have gas in your car. Because you leave $100 in the food store, you're still only walking with 2 bags of groceries when your car ain't got no gas to get to work to facilitate the house and to pay the bills for the next month. So we just have to sit down, we have to think and be wise with the things that we have. And people out there who are helping people, don't say, I see you on the line last week. Oh, I saw you doing this, or I saw this one giving you this, or Susan just gave you $100 yesterday. You don't know what's going on with people. You don't know their bills. You don't know until you are in it. And then when you are in it, then you want people to help you, right? Help people as much as you can. Stop looking at what other people did for them. God, just have those persons line up to help. Because if somebody give me $10, this one give me 10, the next one give me 10, then you have $30, eh? It didn't come all from you unless you're planning on just facilitating the whole family. Keep your mouth shut. If you don't have nothing good to say or something to help them with, if you don't have nothing good to say or you're not planning on helping that family, keep your mouth shut and keep moving, okay? That's a person who's trying to get help and that's using their common sense to get by in this lifetime and so forth. So, stop being mean. Help one another, and I've been always saying it, help one another and so forth. You just know when a person need help. You just know that person when in the food store when you see going through aisle, picking up things and putting it back in the shelf in time as they get to the grocery, to the counter and trying to cash out half of the things what they have inside of their trolley they left. If you see you can assist with something in that trolley, you behind that person, assist that person. Everything coming together helps. Everything helps. And you see the child, you see things in the trolley that they putting back, and that's something that child can use inside of that house, even if you only just have $2 or $3 to help assist. Take that with that trolley and purchase that, and if everybody does that, then this place would be a better place. And then too, yes, you have some of us will have children but has 1 foot but 1,000,000 shoes, and the shoes is just getting too small for them. Take that shoes and give that shoes to where it's needed. And people, when you see somebody trying to bless you, stop saying, no, I don't need that stuff. I know you need it. People have to be pushing things on you, and you know you need the help. Don't do that, because that's their blessings. That's them trying to get help from God too. That's God blessing. So remember, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. And let's try help one another today. Let's help that lady that has those children that needs help, that father that needs help, that person that needs a job. Stop trying to ask them from whence they was born to give them that job and so forth. If you see somebody come to your establishment for a job, man, they want a job. Come on, man. It ain't always to have the criteria, to have the work, this degree, that degree, and so forth. You have some of the most smartest set of people that are out there that don't have degrees. I don't have any degree. And I know that I am intelligent. So let's try to help those people out there that really needs the help, please. Thank you. And God bless you and have an amazing week out there. So, another thing, you have some people when you go to the gas station and you can look at the pump and you can see the $5 that they put in. That's another person that needs help. They driving a big old truck, and you know a truck eats more than a $5 gas, but that's all they have. And if you have a little extra, tell that person to keep the pump open. Put in $10 more in there for that person. That makes it different from them getting to work or picking up their children from school or even going to the grocery store or assisting their elderly persons to get somewhere. These things that we know that is common sense and so forth, let's not try to give people a hard time. Not everybody could afford things. For those who could afford it, because as many of us could afford a lot of things, so then could help, but will not help. But let's change this society, and it starts with us all. So please, let's be good to one another and kind to one another, and know that I love you. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, please. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome to Just Right Pharmacy and Deli. Located in the Brick House Plaza, across from the bowling alley by St. George's School. They have something for everyone. They have items for vegan, vegetarians, and also persons on a gluten-free diet. I've tasted their sandwiches and salad, and wow, I was so amazed. The cookies are freshly made and mouth-watering. They really do have something for everyone. And yes, their staff are very friendly. So come on down and check them out. Their store hours are from Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. Friday, 8 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. They are closed on Saturday. Open Sunday, 11 a.m. till 5 p.m. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. You won't believe the prices.